A gentle waitress stopped her boss from throwing an elderly couple out on Christmas Eve. Two fragile strangers shivered in threadbare coats on a sacred night meant for warmth. What happened next would quietly change lives forever. Lena Harper noticed them the second the door opened. Cold rushed in first, then the couple. Slow steps. Linked arms. The man's shoulders curved inward like years had taught him not to take up space. The woman held him close, thumb moving in small circles over his sleeve. Love, practiced. Worn in. Before they could even speak, her boss moved. Sorry. We're full, Mark said loudly, though 3 booths sat empty by the window. Holiday rush. The woman opened her mouth, then closed it. The man nodded once. That was enough. He'd learned when dignity wasn't worth the fight. Someone at the counter muttered, "That's cold." Someone else laughed, then stopped when no one joined. Lena felt it before she thought it, that deep ache she recognized too well. The same one she felt every time her father pretended his coughing fit was nothing. "Wait," she said. Her voice wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. "I'll take care of them." Mark turned sharp. "Lena, no. This isn't a shelter." She didn't look at him. She looked at the woman instead and smiled. "Please. Sit here," Lena said, guiding them toward the back booth, the warmest spot in the diner. The woman's eyes widened, like she'd just been handed something rare. They sat carefully. The man winced as his knees bent, hiding the pain the way men his age often do. Lena moved fast. Soup first. Then bread. Then full plates that smelled like home. They ate quickly at first, then slower, realizing no one was rushing them out. "Thank you," the woman whispered. "We'll pay what we can." "Take your time," Lena said, ringing it up under her own code. The receipt printed. Lena stared at it too long. Her locker key pressed against her palm. The image flashed in her mind, an old glass jar under her bed, hidden inside a sock. $50. 5 months of saving. Her father's medicine. Mark passed behind her and stopped. "Don't," he warned. "I won't cover it." Lena swallowed. Then she walked to her locker. The door creaked. She unfolded the sock. Counted the bills again. Her hands trembled, then steadied. At the register, she paid. The drawer closed with a heavy thud, like something ending. "It's taken care of," she said lightly, placing the receipt on the table. The man finally really looked at her. The woman's eyes filled, but she blinked it back. "You didn't have to do that." Lena shrugged. "It's Christmas." They left warmer than they arrived, not just from the food. Lena watched them disappear into the night, then leaned against the counter and breathed shallow. Her phone buzzed. Clinic reminder, prescription pickup tomorrow. She flipped the phone face down and kept working. The diner returned to noise. Plates clattered. Coffee poured. Someone dropped a fork. Life moved on like nothing had shifted. Mark said nothing. Somehow that hurt more. Lena walked home that night instead of taking the bus. The cold bit through her coat, sharp and honest. She needed it to stay awake. At home, only the kitchen light was on. Her father, Daniel, sat at the table with a mug cupped in his hands. He smiled carefully when she walked in, the kind of smile parents used to hide worry. "You eat?" he asked. "Yes," she lied fast. His breathing sounded worse. Not loud. Just there. That night, Lena lay awake counting time, not money. Every cough from his room hit her like a weight. She promised herself she'd figure it out. She always did. Morning came too soon. 2 quiet days passed. No miracle. No rescue. Then, during a slow afternoon shift, Lena noticed something on the counter. A gift basket. Oranges. Bread. An envelope taped neatly on top. "Is this?" she asked the dishwasher. He shrugged. "Was here when I got in. Thought it was yours." Inside the envelope, a simple card. No names. "Thank you for seeing us." That night, Daniel's breathing worsened. Lena held his hand and pretended not to be afraid. A week later, the bell over the diner door rang again. Lena froze mid-pour. The couple stood there, transformed but not flashy. Proper coats. Polished shoes. Posture easy. The quiet confidence of people who never need to announce who they are. Mark straightened his sweater instantly. Table for two. They shook their heads. We're here for Lena. Mark's smile collapsed. They waited. Lena approached slowly, heart pounding. The woman smiled gently. May we sit? They slid into the booth. We owe you honesty, the man said, placing a thin folder on the table. And truth. They spoke plainly, about their foundation, about funding clinics and schools quietly. About how, for months, they visited places where kindness cost something. No cameras, the woman said. No rewards promised. Lena shook her head. I didn't know. That's why it mattered, she replied. The folder opened. Inside were stamped documents. All medical bills paid. Daniel Harper, approved. Ongoing care covered. Lena's breath vanished. All of it, the man said. Now and future. I can't, Lena started. You already did, the woman said softly. They stood. And your education, the man added. Covered. No strings. Just stay who you are. Mark hovered nearby, pretending to clean. The man glanced at him once. Calm. Final. Good day. They left. Lena's life didn't change overnight. She kept working. Kept riding the bus. But the weight eased. Daniel's medicine came on time. His coughing softened. Some mornings, he joked again. Lena started school quietly. Studied like someone guarding treasure. No announcements. No spotlight. Years passed steady. On graduation day, Lena spotted her father standing, supported, clapping harder than anyone. She spoke about one small night. One costly choice. How kindness isn't weakness. It's daily courage. The couple sat in the back row. Quiet. Smiling. Lena never chased fame. She grew goodness the same way she served soup that Christmas Eve. With steady hands, honest choices, and no expectation of reward. And somehow, that was enough. If this story moved you, remember, real strength hides in small, costly kindnesses. Choose them anyway. And if you want more stories that prove compassion still wins, subscribe and stay with us at Elliot Stories.